how much would you know about their side and what response there might be to a new manager going in, which is what they've had this week?
I think any team with a new manager, they're gonna be up for it 100%, and we've got to be well aware of that.
Does it make a player more attentive when a new manager arrives?
Obviously, it's a difficult place to go, no matter how you look at it. But with a new manager coming in, the players have been well aware of that, and they're going to be fired up for that game to impress.
On Tuesday, you were part of a 3, whereas on other parts of the season you played up front by yourself. Which, difficult to ask most of us, but which do you think has suited the team better?
Well, as professionals, we play whatever formation the manager says, but obviously the less said about Tuesday night, the better, because I was very disappointed after losing with the lead we had. But coming into Saturday, hopefully we can bounce back and get 3 points.
Do you think you've played better away than at home this season? Not you, I mean the team.
I think the performances have been better. I think we've played a bit more freely and we've attacked with more threat, but I don't know why that is, but we'll be looking to rectify that, and if we can get 3 points and then obviously go on to Bradford and looking to get another result there, then everybody will be happy people.
I mean, last season Cheltenham, I think, won 10 games away, which almost says that as a counter-attacking side, maybe, that's the way the players are better suited.
Definitely, obviously we've got pace in the side, down the wings, and I think we're a threat when we go away, but obviously Tuesday night we've got a good lead, and for whatever reason we haven't seen it through, and we need to learn from that and quickly, because teams like Oxford and many other teams in this league will punish you.
Mo and Jermaine have been pretty lively this season. I appreciate Mo's had an injury, he hasn't been in the side all the time, but to get good service in wide areas is meat and drink to you, isn't it?
Definitely, Jay's still a young lad, and I keep pulling him aside after training, trying to give him advice and to provide me with a few opportunities, and he's still learning, and with Mo they've got great ability, and with the pace, they've got pace to burn, and it's a pleasure to be working with players so hungry for the game and looking to do well.
And your last goal was what, the belter against Oxford in the league match, but I mean you're a 12 yards from goal player, really, aren't you? So it is all about delivery.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously I've scored them goals before, but the more pleasing thing for me is scoring in the box, and I look back at Tuesday night, I don't think I had a shot on target, and for me that's very disappointing, and I'll be looking to rectify that Saturday if given the opportunity. And there's players out there that are raring to go. You look at Dow that come in, he's took his goal superbly well, and we just look to get 3 points on Saturday and off.
When Cheltenham signed you, people thought, good reputation in League Two, scored a lot of goals at Burton. I mean, are you pleased you've come down from Bury? I mean, obviously it's a drop from League Two to League One. Sorry, it's a drop from
the opposite way around. You've done me there.
Yeah. I've had a nightmare there.
You're testing me, aren't you?
It's a drop from League One to League Two.
Yeah, it was never an issue for me because it was a no-brainer. Because obviously I wasn't given the opportunity to play at League One level, but the gaffer's given me the opportunity, and I think I'm repaying him with the goals so far. And I keep saying that there's more to come from myself and the players. We're still learning as people, and we're working hard on the training ground at the same time. And I scored my goals at Burton, but I've scored goals wherever I've been.
In what way is there more to come from you?
I think my all-round game. I think my hold-up play's got better. I think I can get at players a bit more instead of with my back to goal. So there's things that I can improve on, definitely. And like I say, I didn't get a shot away on Tuesday, and for me as a striker, that's almost a swear word to me. So I'll be looking to get a goal on Saturday.
Shaun, I know a lot of things you want to forget about as a team Tuesday, but the free kick, little move you had for the indirect free kick with Keith, I mean, you were involved with that. Did you have to come at that on the spur of the moment? It's not very often you get free kicks in that position, is it?
No, obviously we talked about it. I've told Russ to dummy it, and then the next time I'll hit it, and it's opened up an opportunity for Keith Lowe, and he's took his goal really well. So for me, that wasn't planned. He's actually dummied me as well. So it's one of them situations where it's not usually happening in the box, and we've worked it out quite well.
Yeah, not a goal drought by anyone's standards, but compared to what you've done at Cheltenham so far, you must be, it must seem like a while since you scored. I know
Yeah,
you've been injured,
I looked at the fixtures. It feels like a while, but it's only a game and a half if you take my injury into account. So it does feel like a while. Don't get me wrong, but come Saturday, I look to rectify that and back on the goal track.
yeah, talking about the wingers, Jermaine and Mo, they're always likely to beat a player and get themselves some space. But do you think they're still learning, and you're still learning about where exactly for them to put the ball in the box?
Yeah, definitely. That's why I said to Jermaine. I think sometimes, you've seen on Saturdays, he's got half a yard. I was offside slightly with the ball he's put in for the goalkeeper of 50-50, and I keep telling him once he gets that ball, just to put it in an area for me, and that'll create great opportunities for me and little tap-ins. So we're working on that on the training ground.
Yeah, have you played at Wimbledon before?
No, never. So it's a first for me and I think for a few others. So it'll be interesting come Saturday.
Yeah, and you mentioned the formations earlier. 3 genuine strikers. You looked at the team on Tuesday and you thought there's definitely going to be goals in there.
Definitely, yeah. Throughout our careers, we've all scored goals between. It'll be interesting to see what we've scored between us. So we've got experience up there, and we're all hungry to play and to pull three points out of the bag come Saturday.
Yeah, Darren Carter's the one who's sort of pushing you slightly now in the top scorer. He's only a couple behind you now in the top scorers list. So is there any sort of banter between the players about that at the moment? Or?
Yeah, we've got a little bet that we'll keep between ourselves, and this is a nice little bet because obviously Daz has been up there and he's a good lad. To be fair, we've had a good laugh about it, but yeah, I'm still on target for what I'm targeted for the season. We've got a bet come the end of his deal in January.